patch documentary video he did? Oh, is this about the incident?
Os is no stranger when it comes to copyright issues. Take a Konami incident as an example. On 27th of August 2014, creator of the game, Pepe, uploaded some document on GitHub, but it wasn't actually some document. Instead, it was a copyright notice. After that, all of the bitmaps that contain music from Beatmania 2DX series got removed from official OS website, and they don't show up when you search for them. Though in the case we'll be talking about today, a place where events would unfold is the OS YouTube scene, with the most popular OS Steam channels being involved. Get ready, because things about to get controversial.
Would it be possible to see how you hold Earth and where you put her hand/arm on the tablet sometime?
It was a peaceful Friday of September 15th. OS community doing whatever they usually do. Scytho gets a first FC on the Zol, Whitecat's team won some Fortnite tournament for $15,000, and seemingly nothing could go wrong until Seeple made a tweet. It's not like it's a bad thing, but if you look at the content of that tweet, you'll notice that the copyright strike was sent to his channel. Well, that's strange, but it's just one strike, right? No. Just 2 days after, there will be another strike sent to his channel, now containing 2 videos for the removal. Though in the case of Seeple, it was just a slap on the wrist, compared to what some other channel would eventually come through. We'll talk about it later, but it was the one setting copyright strikes him. Why? Meet Hisa, a Japanese music artist whom in OS community is best known for the songs that were made in a very unique genre called spiritualcore. Songs like Logical Stimulus, Synesthesia, Alexithymia, and Pastel Subliminal are very good examples. You've definitely heard at least one of them, either from the game itself or some various videos on YouTube, like this one. Well, not anymore, I guess. History of Ahisa's relations with OS community dates all the way back in at least 2014, because in November of that year, Pepe would receive a copyright notice from them, requesting to delete over 80 maps from the website. Ahisa never really liked the idea of their music being used in OS. However, there would be some exceptions, as several beatmaps were actually made from Ahisa's official permission. But even if that was the case, a lot of maps had songs which were not officially approved to be mapped. And the worst part of it is that they found their way on YouTube. Maps with these songs were deleted long ago, so they couldn't be touched ever again. But that's not what would happen. On 24th of September, it became known that a channel named Circle People was terminated. Same day, there will be a tweet published by them explaining that 9 consecutive strikes were sent to their channel. People were really upset about it, to say the least. And if you don't know what this channel is, or why it is so important for the OS community, let me explain. It is a channel created in 2015 that soon enough became a place where all people from the OS community would gather to see the most recent and impressive scores. It is basically a huge part of OS history, because of all these iconic scores that were documented there. Though it is not as active as it was back then, people still come back to this channel to revisit the good old times. And now it's wiped. But not entirely, because the 400 gigabyte archive of videos
Oh,
will
that's
be
not that bad.
available for download on Reddit. Wait, why was it created 5 years ago?
Because they also got
it was
nuked
not
back
the
then.
first time for them to be terminated because of copyright. But this time, they were seemingly just done, telling that they won't be fighting for the channel's life. As it always happens, the public opinion would divide, with some taking Circle People's side, and other ones taking Ahisa's side. It would then ignite a debate on whether Ahisa's handled the situation right or wrong. It was a morally corrupt thing. They made a deliberate choice to strike Circle People multiple times, so that will result in its termination, without even providing a 7-day notice. Ahisa, as an artist, doesn't owe you anything and has every right to take action. For many years they said that they do not want their music to be used in OS. It's not their fault that the channel was removed, but rather YouTube with their policies. It all went on, but 4 hours later, a tweet was made by Hisa. As it was written there, they actually were looking forward to hearing from Circle people. It was definitely a breath of fresh air, but people were here to fight. Seemingly because it was the first tweet that Hisa posted since the termination. But unbeknownst to others, the negotiations were already taking place. And just 2 hours later, we would get the news that Circle People channel was back on YouTube and free to watch. Yeah, that was solved really quick. And people like BTMC would also tell about their interaction with Hisa. Just briefly talking about it, this specific video was also DMCA'd by Hisa. Back then, it was the first thing you would see when visiting his channel. Not anymore though, and now you would need an actual YouTube trailer, so... You know who you can text about it, right? Actually, have you ever seen a channel with a genuine-ass trailer? I would rather welcome a new viewer with a video that has two naked guys, so they definitely know what the fuck they're stepping into.
No.
Anyway, it was still unknown what was the motivation behind the strikes, as Hisa did not release an official response. Yet, as the Circle People channel was unbanned, on the same day, Hisa would make a document addressing pretty much everything about the situation. This tweet right here was made on 18th of September by Hisa. As they clarify in this document, there was an anonymous report containing 100 YouTube videos. What happened next? You probably know. But what was Hisa's response to the most popular criticism points? Why didn't you provide a 7-day notice and instead immediately terminated the channel? That's an overreaction. They would state that for many years, they were expressing rejection for OS, as I was telling before. And if you don't take a serious action against someone, people would just forget about it. It is foolish to delete the channel and not the video. Hisa would say that the channel termination was not intended, and the YouTube copyright system is to blame on this one. Why do you hate it so much when people use your music without your permission? I'm just giving you a free publicity. Even if Hisa appreciates the promotion, they are very strict about the platforms that are being used. It's also important to mention that supposedly, Hisa would receive death threats because of this incident. Though there's no actual evidence of it, I think you can take their word for it, especially taking the scale of the situation and some various public comments on Twitter into the account. Anyway, Hisa kept it cool and left a very base response to it. To put an end to the response, Hisa would tell that from now on, they won't be involved in also shenanigans in the future, and also gonna ignore the anonymous reports being sent, though still insisting people not to use any of their songs in those videos. An official statement will be also posted by Peppy, basically telling that there are a lot of artists that have different approaches to the copyright. It also contains a message that he sent to Hisa privately first. I'll link that in the description if you want to read it. But what's next? As of now, it is a peaceful time in OS community, but I think this particular situation made some people realize just how many things depend on music artists, and what a huge role they play in the rhythm game world altogether. Well, we'll have to deal with those type of things from time to time anyway, but it's really cool that we have something like featured artists in OS. People that are actually willing to provide their amazing music to the community. But anyway, I would actually want to see what you guys think about the situation. So if you maybe have something on your mind, feel free to go down to the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so you won't miss out on the new ones. And I'll see ya next time.
It's a good video. And I think it's definitely the closest thing we have to quality Osu documentaries. And I think with a little bit more work and direction, we could get to what I feel like is the vision when it comes to immortalizing the history of Osu. If you enjoyed the video, fuck yeah, make sure to smash the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think by leaving it in the comments section. And if you type anything but BMC, I will suck your cock. If you have one.